All right, y'all, if you're here with me today, you're probably having a hard time understanding rational exponents, but rational exponents are pretty easy. Rational exponents just simply mean fractions as exponents. So fractions as exponents or decimals. So you'll see this x to the a over d. If you want to, feel free to take a second and just kind of read through the parts from that diagram. We did that in class. Otherwise, I'm just going to do a couple of examples for those of you that are still struggling with this. All right, so let's take 8 to the 2/3. I may say this two different ways as we go through this, so you hopefully have two different ways of thinking about it. So 8 to the 2/3, I'm going to go over the first easy way of explanation for this, is I like to think about this 3 as the root. Okay, so the root is 3. The root just tells me the group size that I'm going to look for of the number that multiplies to 8. So for example, the number that multiplies by 8 in a group size of 3 is 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 is a value of 8. The second part I'm going to do is I'm going to look up at the top and I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be the number or the power. So this is going to be our power or the number of the 2's we're going to use. So for example, right now, 8, if I break 8 down, it was 2 times 2 times 2. There's 3 of them that get there. So then I could say, okay, well, I'm going to use 2 of those. So I'm going to say 2 times 2, which is 4. And so the answer of 8 to the 2/3 would simply be 4. I can do that again. I can go to 16 to the 3/4. I'll do that exact same style with this. And I'm going to say, okay, well, 16 to the 3/4 is simply a group size of 4. Okay, so I'm going to look for the number that multiplies to 16, and it takes 4 of them. So I'm going to say, okay, well, 16, let's see here. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times another 2 is now 16. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the number of those, the power, or the number of those that I want to use. I'm going to use 3 of those. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is simply 8. So I know that 16 to the 3/4 is equal to 8. So you could always break it down to the group size and then use that many of those. Now, that's not necessarily always the most fine-tuned way of thinking about it, but it does help. Another way to think about it is to break it down in the exact same manner, but thinking of it in terms of the actual mathematical root. So 125 to the 2/3. So 3 is the root. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cube root of 125, and 125 with a root of 3 is the group size again. So 125 is simply 5 times 5, which is 25 times another 5. Okay. We're looking for the group size or the cube root of 125. The cube root of 125 is simply 5. Okay. And once that comes out, I'm going to take this value of 2, which is my power, and I'm going to apply that. I'm going to say 5 squared. So 5 squared is 25. Okay. Let's do one more, and I'll use that same manner as well. And so hopefully that helps you out. So I'm going to take 81 to the 3/4. So 81 to the 3/4. 81 to the 3/4, I'm going to look for a group size of 4, which is our root. Okay. And what group size of the same number do I need to get 81? So the group size is 4. So I'm going to say, okay, well, 81, I know that is the 4th root of 81 is simply 3 times 3, which is 9, times another 9, which is 27, times another 9, which is 81, or 9 times 9 is 81. I know that the 4th root right here is 3. Okay. And now after I know that, I'm going to apply the power to that answer, which is 3. So 3 to the 3rd power is 27. All right, y'all, I hope that helps you understand rational exponents. If you need to go through there a couple times and watch it, feel free to, and hopefully that helps you out.